here is what we call Big Pig. She wasn't, like I said, she wasn't as big as the other pigs we did last year because these are heritage pigs. These are not just the large whites that everybody gets.
Tamworths.
These are Tamworths, that's right. We're not sure. We may keep Little Pig until the fall. We'll give her a chance to really feed up big. And these are our bacon. They're not that big, but they're in maple syrup, salt, coarse sugar, and a little bit of liquid smoke. I'm going to say this is about 8 pounds of bacon, maybe. And so now I'm going to start cutting up some meat and putting it in the big silver bowl with the seasoning because we're butchering Sven tomorrow, and we're going to make a homestead sausage of goat meat and pork. So let me get back to work, alrighty? Alrighty, folks. I've still got quite a bit to do, but this is the meat that I'm seasoning for sausage. Yes, the seasoning looks green because there's parsley in it. This is some nice meat that I'm cubing up for canning. And I'm just going to put some, this is ground garlic, salt, and pepper. I'm just putting some in there, about 2 tablespoons per bag. And I'm just going to put it in this bag and seal it up. And I'm going to let those seasonings work their way through the meat. And I'll either can it tonight or tomorrow night, but in the next couple of days I'm just going to pop this in the fridge. So I'll probably have another 2 of these bags for canning this seasoned pork. I thought about cooking it and then doing it with broth, and I thought, why? It's really, really fresh. So I'm just going to put this in the fridge and continue cutting. Okay, what I want to show you what I'm doing right now is I'm making these little chops. What these are is they're actually a piece of loin that I made into kind of a butterfly chop. Now let me just show you how I'm going to do that. This much cutting takes a lot of sharpening. So you learn, folks. Basically all sharpening a knife is taking your steel and straightening the blade, the very edge of the blade, on each side with the steel. Just like that. Because it's not that the blade really gets dull, it's that it gets irregular along the sharp edge, and that's what makes it feel dull. And that's what dulls it, I guess, eh, dear? Okay, so what we got here is we got this piece of pork, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to, this is the important part because that's what holds your chop together, okay? So we're just going to, get down Angus, slice about 1/4 of an inch real nice and even all the way down to that white connective tissue, but we don't want to cut that white connective tissue. Then we're going to go to the next part and we're going to slice another 1/4 inch, only this time we're going to go all the way through. Papa's cutting through the bones of the loin chops with the bone. I'll show you that in a minute. And then we just splay it out like that, and you have a nice little steakette that you could even stuff. You could put stuffing in there and then fold it and then tie it and bake them in a nice mushroom sauce or anything like that, eh dear? Okay, now Papa's going to show you how he does the loin chops. He just cuts down between the bone. We don't have a lot of fancy equipment, folk. We just have sharp knives. He cuts down between the bone. When he gets down to the bone, he just takes a hammer. That's a nice chop. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, back to work. How's it going, baby? He's quite big, eh?
I'm going to need some sharper knives.
I'll sharpen some right now. Kind of like trying to debone a big chicken leg. You might want to finish that. How beautiful and lean that meat is. It's for my cubed meat. Do you want to now?
I think it's going to help all that much.
I'm going to grind some of the meat with sausage with the pork, and the rest I'm just going to grind, period, for like burger and stuff, but I'm going to fry it and dry can it.
Getting any kind of steaks or anything?
No, I told you, you're just going to do chops, and the rest is going to be ground in stews.
Well, it'd be nice to have a couple of steaks.
I'm the hacker, you're the butcher, dear. How's it going there, Papa?
Not so
Why?
good. I'm not the butcher.
Here's Papa's little goat loin chops. I don't know how well you can see him without the light. And you got some little, he's got some little steaks. Okay, now we're going to work on our ground meat. And I have a bowl of goat meat and a bowl of pork that I seasoned yesterday. And I'm going to grind them together, and I'm going to grind them twice. I actually have 3 more of these bowls. So that's okay. We're just going to start. Now I don't think you can realize how big this bowl is. This is my very biggest bowl, and this is my sausage meat. The other 2 bowls of meat that I ground up is going to be fried and canned. So I'll be right back when it's time to do the sausage. Okay, I'm making my sausage, and this bowl is our sausage, and I did go ahead, because of the amount of goat meat I added, I did go ahead and add some more onion powder, sage, and a little bit of salt and pepper. And I've got 2 more bowls of ground meat, which I'm going to can. I am going to pack some for the freezer, because there's sometimes, like when you're making a hamburger patty, or that you'll want to have your meat in the freezer. Every time you do this, folks, it gets a little easier. You follow the knack. 1 full spout, or just about, makes a good size sausage. My sausage casings that I got from online, and what we did is we just put them in the freezer. And last night, or Friday night, I think, I took them out of the I thawed them out, and then I took them out of the package, and I rinsed them 3 times, and then I soaked them in the fridge in cold water, because they're packed in salt. So there's our first package of sausage. This is the Mrs. Volpe from our half-acre homestead saying, 1 pig, 1 goat, 1 weekend. He doesn't want to props me because he's clean. He's just had a shower. And yeah, we did a good job. We did a really good job. All right, later.
Kill yourself.
Papa, how's the first chop out of Big Pig?
Awesome.
These are really, really good.